Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another video here on Style LC. This video is going to be an introduction on how I got started into my nail career. So go ahead and keep on watching if you would like to see more of how I started and how I got to where I am now. Ooh. I have my notebook here that I'm going to be reading off of. So if you see me looking down, I'm reading off of my notebook. Starting with my background, I started liking nails at a very young age. I was around 2 years old when I remember, or I seen video of me really just loving nails and having them on. So I would say around 2 years old is when my love for nails grew, and I've loved nails ever since, but the way it played out was in different ways throughout my life. So I started getting my nails done when I was around 15 or 16, and I didn't really know much about nails, so I would just go to whichever place was closest to my house, and luckily there's tons of options near where I live, so I just went to kind of different ones around town. So I've always liked getting my nails done, and you know, I really liked it. I love the sound of it, and it always intrigued me. I remember when I was before I started getting my nails done, when I was in elementary school, I remember loving my teacher's nails. Like, she had short, square, hot pink nails, and I think they had like some shimmer to it, like metallic or like opal to it, and I loved them. Like, I just was obsessed with them, and it, like, to this day I still remember those nails. So it's always been a part of me, and I've always just been fascinated by nails. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about my esthetician school, which is a little bit later in my life, but some things happened out of high school to when I went to esthetician school, where, you know, that's a story for another day, but I'm going to talk about esthetician school going forward. So I was previously doing makeup just because I liked doing it, and I decided to enroll into an esthetician school because I knew that that was generally the field that I wanted to be in the beauty industry. So I chose esthetician. I didn't choose cosmetology because I was not interested in learning hair whatsoever. So I chose esthetician. It seemed like the best choice for me, and it really worked out. I met some amazing girls that I still talk to that are my clients to this day. So it's amazing. It was perfect. We all helped each other out, and it, you know, we really all bonded, and it was a really great experience. So I went to esthetician school, and throughout that time I started learning how to do ombre powder brows. I took a training right after I graduated, and for a few months I was practicing doing tattooing. And at that point I was feeling really down on myself because I wasn't doing good. I was expecting to learn it like this, which to this day I'm not a pro at, and that's okay. I've accepted that. And I was just feeling really stuck. At the time I did have a full-time job, so I was kind of starting to get tired of being there. And yeah, it was just it was a difficult time in my life where I just felt like I needed something that made me want to get up and work every day. And I knew that was going to happen. I knew that day was going to come. And at the time I was praying a lot, and I just prayed like whatever it is, I just want to find what it is that I'm meant to do. I don't care if I'm not good yet, but I want something that's going to make me feel fulfilled. Not just happy, but fulfilled. You know, so that's when one of my older sisters showed me that she bought an electric file on Amazon, and I think it came with a kit, I'm not really sure, but I was really surprised because I was new to this world. I would only go to the nail shops and I would get like solid color sets, you know. I wasn't in the nail world that much and like into designs, and I didn't know there was a YouTube world of nails. Like I was kind of like not in the nail world. So she started buying some things and I was really interested in it as well. So I think I did buy the electric file from Amazon, and then I bought the Young Nails acrylic, like the starter kit that they have. And yeah, that's when I started doing acrylic nails. Hi baby.
What are you doing?
I am making a YouTube video.
A YouTube? A YouTube video?
Yes sir. How was your day? It was good. Now I'm at the point where I started doing my own nails, and I started doing my nails with acrylic in December. Prior to that, I did use polygel, but I don't really count that in as part of my experience. So I did my own nails for a few months, and I did my own nails for about 6 months until I started taking actual paying clients. So within that 6 months, I did nails on myself. I also did nails on my sisters, and my sister-in-law. That's pretty much like the family that I did nails on. And it was difficult. It was hard at first, of course. Everything is difficult when you have no knowledge to it. So I just kept doing it, kept going, kept practicing, and until I got comfortable on myself is when I started doing it on other people. I would say about halfway, maybe like 3 months. I'm not exactly too sure on the time frame, but it did take me a minute for me to work up after working on myself and then going even on to family members. And even then that took like 5-6 hours to do, so it was a long process. The learning process was difficult, but during that time I was going through a period of growth within myself, and I was learning a lot about myself, and I was really becoming who I am now. So the learning process for me wasn't as difficult now that I look back on it. Like, I look back on my work and I wasn't as bad as I thought I was. That's why in my previous video I included "you're not as bad as you think you are," because that's how I felt. And if you resonate with that, like, you know that you know, when you're a beginner, it's really not that easy, because there are so many things that only experience can teach you. Okay, so the next point that I have is clients. So the first clients that I began taking were people that I knew. They weren't complete strangers. So there were people that I used to work with, or like, yeah, I think it was people I used to work with, and I'm trying to think of who my clients were, and like people that girls that I went to school with knew. So it was word of mouth and people that I knew. So those were my first clients. That's how I got them. And yeah, I was still learning. I was 6 months into doing nails, and I just faked it until I made it, I guess. Fake it till you make it. I wasn't sure what I was doing, but I just started doing it anyway. There is no way to improve faster than actually getting like hands-on experience. So yeah, I started taking clients, and at this time I was still working at my full-time job. And once I started gaining more clients, I was able to leave my full-time job and start doing nails full-time. So at that point, when I first left my job, the first week of doing nails, I made around $600. So I was super pumped. I felt super lucky, and I was just so blessed that I was able to have my first week completely booked when I was going on my own and starting my business. At this point, I had been doing nails for almost a year and a half, and I love doing nails. I feel like at this point I am getting comfortable, and I feel like I have mastered it. I feel like I have accomplished it. And you know, if you haven't gotten there yet, it's never gonna be like today is the day, because there's always gonna be room for improvement. It's gonna be a feeling that you get knowing that, you know what, it clicked. So when it comes to believing in yourself, you know, it is difficult at first, but just know that you will be where you want to be if you set a goal and work for it, okay? So yeah, now I am doing nails full-time, and I recently started doing facials again. I am a licensed esthetician, so I kind of started getting back into the esthetician world. So it's been an amazing journey to be where I am, and it just took work. It took work, and it took I just had to not be afraid to not be good. I was okay with being where I was, and I actively looked for what I was bad at and worked at what I was bad at. So I think that if you, whatever point of your nail journey that you are in right now, you just have to fully embrace it, and then you'll be able to move on to the next one. So my future plans, this is really exciting to share, but I have a nail course that I will be starting very soon. I have a few potential test students that I'm going to be trying this out on. I love teaching, so I really want to perfect my way of teaching. That way when I get a student, a first-time student, I'm going to be ready. So, you know, if you're watching this and you're interested in taking my nail course and becoming one of my potential guinea pigs for my nail course, message me on Instagram, and yeah, let me know if you're interested. So I have a few people that I have in mind already, so I don't know if I'm going to be doing like a one-on-one or a group. Kind of depends on the possibilities of that. But yes, those are my future plans. Thank you so much for making it through all the way to the end of this video, and I hope you learned a little bit more about me and my background. And let me know if there's any other videos that you want to see in this series. The next video that I do plan on doing is how to gain clients, or how to start getting clients, whatever, how to get people to want to sit in your chair, whatever, all of that. I'll share everything that I did to gain clients with not that much experience. All you need is determination, and we're going to talk about that in the next video. So don't miss out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and like my video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, do a thumbs down. So I know you don't like it. Be real, okay? So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.